What's up, YouTube? This your boy Notes World. You guys know what to do before you come into the house. Take your shoes off. Get ready to listen to a little bit of this and that. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and let's get to it. On today's list, guys, we got your girl Remy Ma and your boy Papoose. Evidently, Papoose has finally broke his silence on what's going on with him and Remy Ma. Papoose allegedly, Papoose is saying that Remy Ma has cheated on him. She's cheated with another woman. It wasn't a man, it was another woman. We all know Remy Ma went to prison for a couple of years, and things may have changed for her, when she went to prison. Maybe she started liking women instead of men. Hey, I have no problem with that. What you like is what you like. What you do in your bedroom is what you do in your bedroom. That has nothing to do with me, So it is what it is. But it does affect when you started lying and doing all this stuff on your husband. Papoose seemed like a good guy. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't know him personally. I only know what I know in the media. And I only know what I've heard through tabloids and blogs and seeing what I see on TV. Dude seemed real cool. Seemed like he's a family man. Seemed like he handled his business as a man and as a provider, Remy Ma has never complained about anything else up until now. So I see that when she got caught in all this lying and this and that, and she wants to start saying all kind of stuff about Papoose, which really tells me Remy's character. A lot of people always said that she was shady and that she was this and she was that. I pushed all that to the side because I was looking at Papoose as the leader of his family and saying, if she's with a guy like Papoose, Pap ain't gonna be with just any type of woman, man. He's one of those different type dudes. So I trusted his, his leadership. And now that he's saying all that he's saying, evidently he was covering up a lot for Remy. He said on several incidents he would catch Remy lying. He said that she had a friend that came over and stayed with them that had recently been in prison with Remy. The young lady evidently got out of prison, came over to their house. Pap said she stayed, and Remy would always tell him, "Oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the room with my friend and talk." And he said the first night was like, okay, cool. But then she kept doing the same thing over and over. And he said, wow, something ain't right. Something isn't right. So on one particular day, he said that he had to leave and go handle some business. He left and went and handled his business. He came back home. And when he came back home, he said that he was opened the door, and to get to their bedroom, it's a long hallway. So he said he was walking down the hallway and he could see in his room. If you're looking down the hallway, just imagine you could see in your room. And he saw his daughter laying on the bed by herself. And he said, what the hell? So he went looking for Remy, and he walks into where the young lady is staying at. And all of a sudden he see candy and strawberries and everything right there. And Remy's laying in the bed. And the bed's messed up, but the young lady isn't there. And he said that it looked like the young lady had heard him and she dashed out of there really quick. So that was just an incident where he said he think the young lady was in the bed with Remy. But on another incident, he actually did catch Remy when he came home one day with the young lady in the bed, and the daughters was sitting on the bed while Remy and the young lady was in the bed together. So Remy Ma was basically having sexual relations with another woman while her daughter was sitting there. Come on, Remy Ma. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. And you always talked about people in the LGBT community so bad. like Papoose said, you talked about them people so bad, and now here you go, doing what you do, and you're lying to everybody else, not living in your truth because you're ashamed at what you have become. You ashamed at what you have become because you talked about this community so bad, and now you're in the community. You guys, I understand Papoose's frustration now. I understand that. And I can, completely sympathize with him when he said that, he didn't touch this young lady. He didn't hit her. He just told her to get the F out of his house, which is understandable. If you're going to disrespect me, I'll let you come stay in my house, and you're going to disrespect me like this by sleeping with my wife, which it takes two to tango. So Remy is just as responsible for what went on. That's the story about Remy and Papoose, guys. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Let me know what you think about Remy Ma. Let me know what you think about Papoose, if he handled that situation in the right manner, or should he have just went off and, just did something different. But like, subscribe to the channel. Nook's World, I'm out.